Okay.
Oh wait, I think I know what I'm supposed to do, but I messed up. Shoot.
Okay, wait, so hi. I'm streaming again. Cause, you know, another week. I'm still working on the umamusume designs because I told my friend that I'd send them in by this week. So, yeah, that's how it is, I guess. Recap of last time, because this is Ikada Satuk, right? And this is Hua. This is Aries Nova. So Aries is like air, and Nova is like, you know, Nova. I decided to give a pilot type of aesthetic to her clothes, but I don't really know how that's working out. As you can tell, it's like iffy right now about if this is a good route to go. Hello, yippee! I don't. Her shirt reminds me of freaking Wendy from Gravity Falls, and I don't know how to feel about that. But when I looked up like vintage pilot whatever, they had like this sort of clothes, these sort of clothes, so I'm just like, okay, whatever. After I finish this, if I still have time, I'm gonna go into like more Naruto stuff, because I was thinking about Midnight but Naruto AU, right? And I spent like an obscene amount of time scrolling through Reddit and fandom wiki on the village that I decided she's from. But other than that, I'm still in the middle of my exams. So next week I have math and my H1 geography. H1 geography, which I'm not sure if I will study for. It's on Thursday, so I'll probably study for it like on Wednesday. And math is like, I only realized 2 days ago after my friend informed me of the topics that, oh shit, they changed the topics from the last time I read my text messages. And so that I'm kind of screwed for that, I guess, because it's integration, definite integrals, and what's the last topic? Vectors, planes, and lines, which I have not touched in a while. Like, no, I did all my vectors practices, so I shouldn't be that screwed. But I'm screwed if they give like questions where they ask you to like explain geographically what this value means. Like, if they told me to like calculate shit, I'd be like, okay, bet. But they might not, you know, they might be like, oh, this is an equation, tell me the meaning of the equation. I don't know the meaning. Why would I know the meaning? Ugh. There's a Ren fair today? Oh my days. Thank you for listening in on this while you're legitimately outside right now. Also, wait, so are you at the Ren fair today? Since you're outside. I mean, like, inference tells me you are, but also I'm really shit at inference and social cues, so I'm assuming you're at the Ren fair, which if you are, I hope you have a great deal of fun at the Ren fair. Oh yeah, this year my geography teacher changed? Oh, not yet. Damn. Enjoy your meal then. This year my geography teacher changed. Last year it was... I shouldn't be name dropping their full names. What am I doing? Anyway, it changed. Yes, it changed. And our first lesson, he's real zesty. We were talking about him, right? And how one time a few of his students recognized him at a Zookout, and so said, and then told him that it's not appropriate for him to be at a Zookout because he's a teacher, and he was like low-key pissed about that. So he was like, guys, if you see me at a Zookout, just leave me alone. It's my time. It's me time, and stuff like that. And he's like, don't use the word party, because party has certain connotations of taking things which may or may not be illegal. But even if it's illegal, what's it to you? And I was like, Zem, okay man. I call him Zesty mainly because he has like theater kid vibes. Yeah. He has major theater kid vibes. Speaks in the lectures with no mic too. Which isn't like a theater kid thing, it's just like, oh cool, bro has good voice projection. That's nice. Other than that, Honestly, I don't have a lot to talk about until I like start going into my Naruto universe thing. So I might as well just go into Naruto universe now because I can't speak about Umamusume as much because I haven't like watched a lot. I only know that my friends like certain characters, like the friend who asked me to make an Umamusume OC, she likes the character with like red eyes and like lightish brown, like medium brown hair. Yeah, she likes that character, but I have no idea what their name is. I just know it starts with a T. My other friend likes TM Opera O. I know that one because like that's like an IRL friend that I see a lot more frequently than the other one who I have not met before in my entire life, like in real life. Yeah. Yeah, she likes TM Opera O, and she ships Ope if I'm not wrong. Which, just because it's her, I'm gonna assume that it's a peak ship. You know, I trust my friends' tastes in ships. Yeah. Honestly, whenever I talk about Naruto, it's always like I'm so pissed about the shipping because of the lack of development they got. Despite the fact that literally every ship that did end up together actually does have potential, it's just overshadowed by the fact that literally the entire series was not about the interactions that they had with the other people until like two significant moments. Like the two significant moments probably parallel like better written couples that were foreshadowed a lot earlier, but it still lacks so much development that I look at them and I look how they end up and I'm just like, oh no, I don't appreciate this. I'm sorry. I don't like your ships, Kishimoto. Ugh. Gah. Naruto ships. Making me lose my hair at this age. Originally, my parents were like, my mom texted like out of the blue, right? And she's like, hey kids, do you mind spending your entire weekend at your aunt's place? And I was like, bro, I have exams just next week. I didn't say that to their face, I just reacted with a salute emoji cause I can. But that was what was going through my mind, basically. I don't know why I didn't just outright say no. I'm just not the type of person to, I guess. Anyway, that's what I did. Before she was like, never mind. I changed my mind about going out to the hotel. Never mind. You guys can stay here. But my aunt came over, right? For my mom's birthday, and she was like, so do you want to come and stay with me? And I was like, oh sure, bet. Because like this time it's like of my own volition, you know. Somehow like when people tell me to do shit, I don't want to do it at all. But if I'm like gonna do it and then people don't tell me to do it, then I will do it and I'll feel like happy about doing it. Like you know when my mom is like, go shower. Now I don't want to shower, but I was just about to shower, but now I don't feel like showering anymore. It's all cause of you. I don't know. I'm just moody like that. And this is why I think I would be insufferable as like a roommate or housemate type of thing. Like yeah, you could not deal with my ass. Yeah. Okay. Honestly, I'm not sure about this color scheme, but I'm gonna ball. Oh yeah, we have like this cleaner robot thing, right? Because of the fact that my helper's away for 2 weeks because she's going back home to visit her family, right? It's gonna be her birthday in 2 days, by the way. Remind me to tell her happy birthday. But that's not the point. The point is she's not here, right? So my dad has a cleaner robot in his office, like one of those that like don't have eyes and like they stay on the ground, like the robot in We Bare Bears lah. Yeah, that. Okay, so that type of robot, right? And they brought it home to help around in the house. And so now my I think either my mom or my dad is just following it around because apparently cleaning is a chore, but following around the robot clean is like fun and exciting or something. Psychology, something. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think this is that bad. Like, the jacket is honestly that one Uniqlo jacket that I bought from Uniqlo that one time. I need to be more specific whenever I say shit, because it's always like ting ting tingy ting ting, that thing, this thing, that thing, and everyone's just like, what the frick are you on all the time? I can't even respond. I'm high. I'm high all the time. That's all I am. Short but high. You know, I was drawing my Sona Midnight, right, in school, and then I was drawing them next to a height chart so that I could compare all the OC's heights, right? And my friend was like, oh, why is she 152? And I was like, oh, that's my height, that's my height. And she was like, oh, you grew? What do you mean you grew? I haven't grown since, I haven't grown. And the worst part is she was sincere about it. She thought I grew to 152. She thought that before this update, she thought that in J1 I was shorter than 152. I'm not. It's worse that she's sincere about it. I've been 152. I've been 152. Come on, man. What the? Okay. Okay, but honestly, I'm not that hung up on my height. It's just like a fun thing for me to like get teased about from time to time. So, yeah. I don't know why her jacket is both like blue and cream, but I'm just gonna call it like my shading style and ball with it, you know. No one has to give a crap about it. So it's just the back of the jacket and the arms left and her goggles, and then I'll be done with this particular design. I like her huge gloves. I don't know why I tend to give a lot of characters huge gloves, but it's just like fun to draw huge gloves on, like, yeah, huge gloves are fun to draw. I think more characters should wear I feel like she would get sunburned, but she just doesn't want to wear sunscreen because she doesn't like the texture, which is honestly what my older brother does, which is honestly what I do. But I'm lucky, as in like I've never gotten sunburned before, but he got sunburned during his orientation at university. And them, cause they had like the different clans, right, for orientation or whatever initiation activities, I don't know. And so he had like the clan name Syra, I think. It was painted onto his arm, and the funniest part is the fact that he got sunburned after that. The paint got wiped off, so he had like the tan line of everything other than Syra on his arm was tan as shit. Yeah. When I was talking about this, my older brother in the room over coughed, which reminds me of just yesterday I was in school and I was talking about my friend, and my friend has really bad hearing, so she had no idea I was talking about her. Only good things though, trust. She was like a few seats away, and then she suddenly sneezed. And you know that one myth that's like, oh, when you sneeze it's cause someone's talking about you. And we all just turned to look at her, and she's like, what? It was funny as all. Yeah. Maybe the myth is true, you know. Maybe when my ear is itchy or I sneeze, someone's talking about me. But my ears, they get not itchy per se, but they get like warm often enough. Like for example, when I'm doing planks, before my face gets warm from exertion, my ears are the thing that gets warm from exertion the most, like quickly. And I'm not sure if it's the same for everyone. Oh, damn! OBS kayaking. Wow. Maybe it's like those good genetics. No sunburn avoidant. Whoa. That is an achievement, honestly. One day I too will go kayaking to see if I get sunburned. Hey, Michael! Oh, Michael's not here. Hey, Papa! When Michael went to kayak, did he put sunscreen?
I think so.
Oh, then I can't use him as an experiment. Okay. Shoot, I name dropped Michael again. Every single time I come on stream, I'm like, I'm not gonna name drop anyone. And then bam, 20 different people get name dropped in the span of 1 hour. I don't know, man. I'm bad at this. I feel like I have no like spatial awareness because apparently Michael's shit has just been getting moved around so that the cleaning robot can clean under his table, and I've just been here drawing oblivious to everything despite the fact that Michael's table is in the same room as me, which I find weirdly amusing. Okay, bump into my table. Please do not go under my table, Mr. Robot. There are a lot of cables there that I am very reluctant and lazy to remove out of your way. Okay, goggles left. But I don't know what I wanna do for the goggles. What goggles? Yellow goggles? Red goggles. Red goggles. Yup, red. Okay. Oh my days, my spatial awareness should be a problem. Okay, wait, I wanna talk about the girl who yelled at me from like behind me. I'm like slightly still hung up on that because like, bro, what? It was the class. It was in the classroom during break time. She wanted to study. There's a freaking reading room. There's a reading corner. There's the library. Why are you doing it in the classroom? And even if you were doing it in the classroom and you just wanted me to keep quiet, you could have just nudged me, man. Could have just nudged me or something and been like, hey, can you quieten down? I would have quietened down. I'm not a mean person. Like, I would have quietened down. Why didn't she just ask me nicely? People can ask other people nicely. Wow, shocker. Sheesh. Okay, yeah. I'm just like, why do people need to be unnecessarily rude? What is the point in being unnecessarily rude? What is the point in doing that? It's so weird. Why can't they just ask nicely? Whatever. My friend said that if she had been there, cause she went home that day cause she wasn't feeling well. She had really bad cramps. So she went home that day. She said if she had been there, she would have shouted back. But high key, I doubt she would have. I like my friend, but she also hates like everyone in class and will complain at them with at any chance she gets. Like, we are away from them in the canteen and they're like, you know what? I don't like this person. I don't like that person. And it's like extended to almost every person in class. It's funny. She has like 20,000 one-sided ops in school. I'm just staring at her like, how do you even have that many? How interesting specimen. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's one goggle down. Now the other goggle down. They low-key remind me of cookies. Like because of the color. But I'm sure that's just me. Maybe. Also, I just realized that it's 3. Are you eating lunch? Are you eating like brunch? No, brunch should be in between lunch and breakfast time. Are you eating evening tea time, whatever that's called? Or is it just like a late lunch? Because that happens when people wake up late and have late breakfasts, but I'm not sure you're the type to wake up late. It feels like you aren't, but like, I could be wrong. But you woke up early during camp, so... yeah. Okay, what was I doing? Ah yes, the ear. Cause it got it. No. Don't go under my table. No.
Never mind.
No! But there are cables there.
But it's okay.
I don't want it to eat my cables, bro. Don't go under my table, bro.
It's too late.
No, it's trying to eat my leg.
You have to be more firm.
Hey, I thought you said it can't eat. No. Go the opposite direction, robot. No, not there. Oh my days.
The robot is persistence.
No, robot. Stop, robot. Bad robot. When did this become Clanker ASMR? That's crazy. Okay. Okay, whatever. It's not gonna go there. Trust. Manifesting the robot not eating my cables.
Okay, I think it finally stinked. So I think this room is like kind of...
Yeah, it left my room. Late lunch, but oh wow. Did you not get hungry? Oh wait, head wings is cool. Wait, you should send photos when you take photos. If you take photos, please tell me you're gonna take photos. Please tell me you're gonna send set photos. You should send set photos. Have I mentioned that you should send the photos? Basically, I think you should send the photos in case you didn't catch that. Send the photos. Head wings are like so cool. So cool. So cool. Honestly, I remember that initially I started streaming, right, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be like for my daily Asagiri Gen account, okay? Cause I haven't been drawing, like, I haven't posted in so long on that account. I feel sad that like people who follow me, they came in for daily Asagiri Gen and they get no Asagiri Gen. Just need to check that they are like the same size-ish. Okay, she has like a slightly bigger head, but like I think this is a good size. That height difference is low-key crazy, but one of them is standing straight and one of them is standing not straight, so yeah, it works. Okay, and slightly pinker. Okay, Aries Nova. I don't know why I chose to use this light green color as a background, but I'm gonna keep it cause I feel like I like it. Let me just toggle around with the colors here on tone curve, where I tell you to curve your tones a little. And your tones may not curve as much as you want them to, but it's okay because we got you at the tone curve, where your tones may not curve. What the heck am I talking about? Okay, that's like an underwhelming amount of space to take up. Let me edit the canvas size left with I think I can like take it down by a whole 1000 pixels. Bam! Oh, that's almost perfect actually. Wow. Okay, I can export this now. Nice. Umamusume osisu. Yeah. Hooey. Okay, I'm gonna start a new file now. Time check, it says, oh, it's been less than half the time. The one time I get something done, that's crazy. Save data before closing, yes. Okay, so now I'm gonna talk about Naruto. Okay, so I was deciding on between like the different nations, right? You have fire, water. I'm writing the Chinese characters, so if it's like wrong, then I guess I'm just wrong in Chinese and Japanese. Lightning, wind. What's the last one? Oh, ground. I'm like 90% sure ground isn't this character. No, it's still this character, but like it wasn't this character in Naruto, as in. Okay, and each of them has like a couple of hidden villages, but the water's main hidden village is Kirigakure, village hidden in the mist. Okay, the thing about Kirigakure is that it's also known as Chigiri, which is Bloody Mist Village. This is because of their graduation test from Genin. So the like rank goes from shinobi ranks, okay? Shinobi ranks go from Genin to Chunin to Jonin. Okay? She defects somewhere between here. but it's because she didn't take she didn't apply to be Jonin. Instead, she got put into Oinin. So Oinin is kind of like the Anbu for Kirigakure. Anbu is like the FBI. Okay, it's basically the FBI for each of the villages. So Oinin is the tracking plus body disposal unit for Kirigakure, because they have like a lot of people who defect from Kirigakure. Other than their brutal graduation test, which is like graduating from Genin, okay? Graduating from Genin is everyone is split up into pairs and they have to kill the other person to become a Genin, which is crazy to me because you practically spent like the past 5 to 6 years learning how to be shinobi with them, and now you just like kill them. Other than that, Kirigakure also has like a strict caste system, so it's like dependent on your ranking, how strong you are, stuff like that. If you're originally from Kirigakure or if you're like from another village that defected to Kiri, so that affects you in the caste system. And those who are in the outermost caste, they get sent on the most dangerous missions, which also means that they have a lot of higher death rates and a lot higher death rate, as well as they're a lot busier. Yeah. So because they're struggling so much, they don't really have the bandwidth to go plan a coup in secret. I guess that was the logic that they had. Other than that, Kirigakure also has like the seven swords, right? So it's basically like the 7 swordsmen of the village. How do I explain this? Basically, after you go through the Genin test, right, the one with the 7 highest results become like the 7 swordsmen. So each generation has them, and it's just like some kind of cultural thing that's been passed down through the generations. Notable characters in Naruto who are like a part of this is Momoshiki Zabuza, who defected, and Hozuki Kisame. Is that his name? Okay, Kisame, who also defected. Also Suigetsu, who also, okay, I'm not sure if he defected or he got captured by Orochimaru, but there's Suigetsu and Mangetsu, and it's been like a long time since I've actually read up on Naruto, so a lot of this is not explicitly clear. During the okay, so each one has like a different leader, right, of the villagers, so it's always like the character, then you add Kage at the back. So this is the Hokage, Mizukage, Raikage, Kazekage, and Tsuchikage. Yes. Yeah. So Tsuchi is ground, right? But this is like from when I remember Jibaku Shonen no Hanako-kun has this character. So I don't know, Japanese is confusing to read. Maybe it depends on like the character clauses or something, and that causes certain things to happen. Yeah. So my character, my Sona, is depressed in this AU, as she should be. Killed her friend and all that. So that's basically Kirigakure, right? This is the standard attire for most of the Kirigakure units, but like obviously because it's Naruto and you have like fashion in Naruto or whatever, so like notable characters, they won't be wearing the standard attire, you know, even though there's a uniform. Like all the NPCs in Naruto, they all have like the Hidden Leaf Village attire dress code, right? And all the like Naruto with his bright ass orange, yeah, jacket with all the blue stuff, accent colors. Honestly, how does Naruto even like make that look work? It's bright orange and bright blue. How does bro make it work? It shouldn't work as well as it does. Okay. Anyway, my younger brother was watching me read the Reddit and just like, what the heck are you doing, Tetsuya? I'm sorry, I'm obsessed with Naruto. It's been too long, but I'm still not over it. Yeah. Story of my life. I'm not over a lot of things. that I'll never be over of. Okay, so this is like the flak jacket and standard attire for shinobi in Kirigakure. Midnight has like one small scar on the side of her face. Yeah. Other than that, okay, so Anbu and Oinin, they get hoods and like masks. And I like how in like the show, in the anime and the manga, they're literally just shown like that, like it's not even like they don't have hoods in the thing, okay? So it's just like the people with their hair, which is a really dead giveaway for who the heck is under there. So in AO3, in the fix, you either have those that play on the fact that like there's literally no hiding except the facial features, bro, because you can tell it's a dead giveaway from the hair color and all that, who it is, and the physique, who it is. So you have those that do that, and those who like decide to expand on the very much lacking attire of Anbu and be like, oh yeah, their masks actually have a special genjutsu applied to it. So when other people look at them, it's hard to remember their features or something like that. Or oh yeah, they have voice changers in their masks. Or oh yeah, they have like all this random jutsu stuff in their mask, bro, in the fix. And I'm like, wow. Thing about Naruto is that there's actually so much world building, but so many world building gaps. So people it's like there's a lot of freedom for people to expand on it, is all I'm saying. And while I was drawing this, I realized that I hated the lower half of it, so I'm just gonna crop it here. Wow, Mari, wasting all that time as always. Instead you get like a headshot. A headshot. Okay. That's a bit too high. Okay. Yeah. I did not mean to select everything. So she joins the Oinin after she graduates, but like more at 20. Because Sabusa, there was this really good Reddit, right, who was tracking the timeline of everything. Because eventually after Zabuza went through graduation, right, he ended up killing like about 100 of the people during his graduation tests. And after that, that's when they began like the reform of the system. So no longer was that the graduation test, though it was the graduation test prior to this. Yeah. Another thing about Kirigakure is that it likes to hunt people with Kekai Genkai. So Kekai Genkai is basically their bloodline limit. So I made Midnight not have any because it doesn't make sense for someone with a Kekai Genkai to end up with Oinin, because if they ever got found out, well, I guess they're just dead now. Yeah, they were persecuting those that had Kekai Genkai, which I don't really understand yet. I think it's to prevent a coup or something like that. But like I said, I'm rusty on my Naruto knowledge, so I could be wrong. Their masks are really simple. Yeah. Kekai Genkai. So, but it's really funny because the Mizukage, right, who is the one who's leading the reform, the fifth Mizukage, Mei Tsurumi. Terumi Mei. Yeah, Terumi Mei. She has 2 bloodline limits, bro. 2 Kekai Genkai. Lava release and what? I forgot. Maybe it's the thing where she kisses people to suck out their life force or something. Yeah, that's her Oinin mask. So Oinin masks or Anbu masks, they're usually just like a mask with like eye holes and a few defining features. Kirigakure nin, their eye holes are usually like this or like this. It's very thin, as opposed to Konoha Gakure, where their eye holes are all like this, and then over here is like the defining features like dog or like hound or whatever, I don't know, or rabbit or whatever, and they have these colored markings as well. So she was joined in the Oinin, which reminder is like the tracking unit and body disposal unit, and all of them here are trained in like anatomy, because yeah, they need to be able to kill very easily and discreetly, so they're very familiar with the body familiar with anatomy. I think Midnight as a kid was just like more interested in that type of jutsu shit, which is why she probably got into it. Wait, I'm thinking about this. Because there's also the part where medical ninjutsu is more... It's better with chakra manipulation, basically. Which is why Haru no Sakura ends up becoming a medical ninjutsu, right? Because medical ninjutsu is yang release because you have yin and yang release, right? And I don't actually remember which one is which. But medical ninjutsu is yin release while... No, medical ninjutsu is yang release. Genjutsu is yin release. And Sakura Haruno has both. But that's not the point. Okay, Sakura Haruno has both, but that's not the point. Medical...
What?
Because Midnight has yang release. And I don't actually remember which one is yin and which one is yang. We ignore that fact. So she was familiar with anatomy from like a younger age because let's say her mom is a medinin. Okay? Medinin, that's why. And the chakra manipulation, I guess, is just natural thing. So the way that she fought through graduation is actually... yeah. So graduation, she was like, let's say she graduates at 9. She graduates at 10 actually, joins at 20. Graduated from Genin at 10. Okay, as a kid. So she does this because of her familiarity with like anatomy, right? Which causes her to decide to use a gas thing to paralyze instead, like stun spore in Pokemon, I guess. I don't know. Oh, unrelated. My younger brother has recently started playing Pokemon Too Many Types along with my friend because of Jaden animations. My friend was like talking about Jaden animations and she's like, I want to play this, and I was like, but I don't know how. So apparently she did not know that you could just download an emulator and then download it on your... Yeah. So she's doing that now. She struggled a lot with Roxanne, the gym leader, because of her Baltoy using fossilize like every 2 seconds. And she's like, stop fossilizing. She hated Roxanne so bad. I feel like she's gonna end up playing during the weekend as well, but I'm not sure how much. She sends me stuff from time to time, but I am very, very lazy to check stuff out a lot of the time. Which is like, I guess that's why, I don't know, it's hard for me to keep in contact with people. Okay, so when she's a kid, she uses the stun spore toxin that she created, and she has like, because she's better at chakra manipulation, so a lot of people who are better at kenjutsu, which is basically weapon usage. Taijutsu is like martial arts stuff, and kenjutsu is weapon usage. Ninjutsu is using chakra to like, you know, all the different seal, like hand signs and all that, and then boom, stuff like shadow clone jutsu, stuff like that. Okay, and so she's like a bit good at kenjutsu. So ninja like Asuma Sarutobi, he fights using these like knuckle blades thing, and then he infuses chakra into it. So this infused chakra is like, it gives it more range and more damage basically. So it's like a bit different. It's like a step lower, I feel, than making a weapon entirely of chakra, because medical ninjutsu, they tend to have things like scalpels, right? They have chakra scalpels, so they use their hands to make this, right? And then they just line their entire arm with chakra. And they have to make it very fine so that they can use it as like an actual scalpel to perform surgery on field and stuff. On field ninjas do be like that. Okay, and I made her become a medical ninja like later on in her story, just particularly because of the fact that, you know, she had to kill her friend to survive. I feel like after witnessing that, she would want to become a medical ninjutsu specialist as well. Her parents do die at some point, which I feel is the pushing point to what led her to finally like defect from the village and become a missing nin. Cause she was like prior to this, she was in like the underright. Wait, let me just. How does one hold a tanto? But also she would be a kid, so does it really matter how she holds her tanto? Okay, her thumb would be here. Let's just draw the tanto first. I don't actually know how a tanto looks like, but it's like one of those long sword, like not long, like mid-length thingies. Yeah. She should be looking down, so I don't know why she isn't looking down. Oh shit, no idea what's going on. It's also when she gets these cuts, which I guess should be a bit bigger to like, you know, cause like else how did it leave a scar? I don't know, I'm not a cut expert. I'm also not very good at drawing hands, if you can't tell by now. A key signature of like Kirigakure attire is like they have these pinstripe clothing things. I find that cool, like wow, they're fashion or whatever. The fourth Mizukage is actually Yagura, right? Who I don't actually know if he's like good or bad because he was the main, like he was really cold-blooded during his rule. Okay, high-key tyrannical, but also he was quote-unquote under the influence of Obito. But he also graduated from like the Bloody Mist education thing, so I wouldn't be surprised if he was still pretty cold-blooded, and even before Obito Uchiha decided to use Genjutsu to manipulate him. But it also really drives home the fact exactly how far Genjutsu can go. Because I didn't expect it to go that far high key. Like, I didn't think it had that much of an impact, but apparently it does. Okay, so this is supposedly when Midnight is younger. 10, but that don't look like a 10-year-old high key. I don't know. Something growth. She looks too old to be 10, bro. Need to kiddie her a bit. How do I kiddie her? Make her tinier? Make her tinier. Make her tinier. I wonder if like you can hear what's going on in the background in my home. Okay, I feel like the shoulder should be like a lot less broad for her to be a younger kid. Yeah. Yeah. Less broad shoulders. The tanto remains. Because, okay, so Stan's born and she uses the tanto to kill someone. That's her main lore. When she's like 10. So this happens when she's 10 and she's traumatized by it, so she ends up studying more upon medical ninjutsu instead. graduation. Both Mei Terumi and Zabuza graduated at 9, so I guess she's 10 because she got held back a year or something. I wouldn't know. So she joins the Oinin, then she ends up defecting. I forgot to draw her forehead protector. Midnite is actually a forehead protector wearer. Yay! Like on the actual forehead rather than 20 billion other places. Like, I'm being so real. You have no idea how many people wear their forehead protectors everywhere but their forehead. It's crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once they put me in a rubber room filled with rats, and rats make me crazy. I need to stop doing that. Like, that was very 2023. And no one does that anymore, so I need to stop doing that. Yup. Oh my days, I actually hate this drawing so much. It doesn't look like her. Midnite is like surprisingly difficult for me to draw despite her being my Sona. Nope, that does not look like her either. You know what? I'm just gonna blank out this. No, I can't blank it out. I spent too much time on it. Okay. It's okay. Let's just leave it like that first. But genuinely, she looks so ass all the time. She's chopped. Okay, she's chopped. So she graduates at 10 years old. And then what? I don't know. How much time do I even left? Like around 14 minutes left. So she graduates at 10 years old. She has no Kekai Genkai. She learns medical ninjutsu. She is recruited into the Oinin at 20. By the time Naruto starts, she's 27. By the time Naruto starts, 27 years old. Defects at 23. Okay, defects at 23. So yeah, this is what happened. She defects at 23. What else? I don't actually know, man. Okay, no, I remember. So she also has like a summon, a stingray summon. A stingray summon. But like, I wasn't thinking of a stingray. Like, what's that type of a manta ray? What's the difference between a manta ray and a stingray? A manta ray is a fish. Do manta rays surface? Manta rays frequently visit the ocean surface. Yes! I knew they did. Okay, so not stingray then manta ray. Okay, let me pull this up so I can draw manta ray. Realizing that Big Man? Is his name Big Man is a manta ray? Like, you know, the Splatoon 1. So, manta ray summon. Though a stingray might work better for the sake of like, you know, she uses toxins to paralyze her opponents type shit. I don't actually know like the body parts of one of these, but their eyes are at the side. So, manta ray summon. Okay, so a summon is basically like Kakashi's Ninken, where basically they have like a contract, so you have a certain set of seals that you can do, or a sealing scroll, use your blood, activate it, and bam, they're summoned. So she initially makes the contract like when she's never mind, I don't think she's smart enough for that. So the manta ray is actually previously her dad's summon. Okay, previously her dad's summon. How do I undo this shit? Undo. Oh shit. Redo. Yes. Okay. That's all I needed. So the manta ray summon is initially her father's summon. Why are the wings different sizes? Why is this so difficult? I'm left-handed, by the way, so don't be like, oh, it's because you're blind. I'm not blind. I can't freaking look because my left hand is covering the left side where the wing is like an okay size. Okay, so manta ray summon, originally her father's. So this is originally her father's, and she uses it when she defects from Kirigakure, belonged to dad as a medical ninja. Yeah, so she uses it to escape from Kirigakure and travels across the sea borders, because like the rest they have to take boats and shit or whatever, I don't know, or they have like other summons too, I don't really know. But anyway, yeah, manta ray summon, which she uses to travel across places, evade, capture, and stuff like that. So yeah, she becomes a missing nin, and so when she becomes a missing nin, what happens to your hitayate, which is your forehead protector, is that it's like you just slash through it basically with like a kunai or something. I think she still keeps her tanto on her just in case she needs it, but at this age she's more proficient at making chakra scalpels to fight with a chakra scalpel. A prominent example would be Kabuto, who works under Orochimaru. So he just goes around healing people, I guess. She lives that wanderer lifestyle. Yes. Okay, yeah, that's honestly most of what I have to say for her. Let's design her a fit so that I can draw her around. Let's move this down. Okay, never mind. I can't move that down. Let's move this to a different layer so that I can move everything up and then I can move this down. You get what I'm saying? No, wrong layer. Okay. So let's rearrange all of this. Okay, I can't even rearrange that properly. That's crazy. I need to delete this. Deleted. Yang release, whatever. Yang, yin yang. Yin yang. Yin yang. Yin yang. I don't know. I'm not Chinese enough for this. You know how, who's that? Yaguru, who is the fourth Mizukage, had both water release and wind release. Low-key, I was thinking of doing that for Midnight as well, in which she gets both water and wind release, but I'm not sure if that would be like a too OP a move or not. But then again, Iruka from Konoha has 2 chakra natures, but I think it's mostly a genetic thing, because yeah, but people like Kakashi bro has all the chakra natures unlocked, so what can I say? Guess it's a matter of how you want to think about it, maybe. Okay, now I can rearrange this part. Okay, by the time Naruto starts, 27 years old. I'm sorry, honestly, this is just me, like placing all her info and like trying to make it coherent in a sense. I don't like this stupid amount of free space, but also I'm not gonna kill the manta ray's tail, so I guess it's just left like that for now. Let me design her a fit, like after she defects, because after she defects, I doubt she keeps on wearing the freaking flag jacket for them, right? I'm not sure if she keeps wearing her forehead protector, but I like to think that she does, like, wear the forehead protector so that, what's that called? Just to protect her forehead, basically. Yeah, there's no other reason, just to protect her forehead. Because Cause I feel that it's important to protect your forehead, bro. Like, that's why it's called a hitayate, you know. She probably got someone, like, she probably came across someone killed by that, and thus decided to continue wearing her forehead protector. She's like, yeah, I need that protection. I'm not getting rid of it. So Midnight in this AU, I guess, is just really traumatized. Born to be silly, forced to be traumatized, or something. I've been talking about this like way too much to like my friends and stuff. I feel like I feel like they're gonna get sick of it, like sooner or later. Sooner. Oh my days. I don't even know why I suddenly got back into Naruto. Like what was the trigger point even? Suddenly boom, 2026, and I'm like, I wonder if I should check on my Naruto addiction. And bam! Struck in the face, struck in the gut. You're back into Naruto, no questions asked. Don't even try and escape. It's not worth the effort. Yeah. Cause Midnight's a Midnight, and I love having piercings. I think she would have studs in this AU. Like, maybe when she's disguised as a civilian, she would wear other earrings, but studs are just, like, the most practical thing when you're, like, a field ninja. Yeah. So, Hitayate forehead protector. Is it supposed to be that thick? No, it isn't. It's not supposed to be that thick. It's supposed to be thinner. But I'm so lazy to change this stuff. Okay, let me just select squish down. Good enough. Cause this is a sketch either way, so like who cares? Just looks like I have 4 S's on my head. That's crazy. Okay. I do feel like, cause usually her hair is like this, right? It would press down on her hair, wouldn't it? Which would make her hair like a lot flatter, wouldn't it? Which makes me sad because her silhouette has always been like this, bro. Which is what would lead me to believe that she wouldn't wear like her forehead protector on her forehead, because a lot of characters don't do that. But also it would seem out of character for her not to wear her forehead on her forehead, because a forehead is an important place to protect. Like, I'm just saying. In Naruto, I feel like because of the whole Sasuke Naruto debacle and the whole Iruka Naruto's thing at the start, Hitayate is like symbolic for the bonds you have with your with like others. Yeah. Which is why I don't particularly feel like making her wear her forehead protector anywhere but her forehead. I don't know. I feel like when she defects, she takes her parents' forehead protectors with her. Guess maybe it's because of the parting. Maybe I gave her forehead up there. Nope, that's worse. You know what? Maybe she doesn't wear her forehead protector on her forehead. Maybe she wears it around her neck like freaking Hyuga Hinata. I only have 2 minutes left, bro. I'm so bummed. Let's just speedrun this. I feel like she still keeps the signature Kirigakure pinstripe thing. Honestly, I could just go into like her usual fit, like cause we have an RPG AU as well, right? And she has this stupid fit, which is just a sweater on top of her pinstripe turtleneck, which is high-key the same as whatever I'm doing right now, which is high-key what Haku wears. Oh my goodness. But I don't want to copy what Haku wears. No. Okay, I'm giving her like one of those Haori thingies instead. Wait, I'll give her Haori instead. But Haori is a bit difficult to fight in though, as compared to like legitimate thing that you can wear. Okay, let's just go with this for now. And let's make the pinstripe thing like a sleeveless thing. Okay. I'm not sure if she'd have arm guards actually, but she does have gloves. She keeps her stupid fingerless gloves. Yeah. I feel like I've been giving her a lot of fits with fingerless gloves lately, which I guess is not too uncommon for me. I guess fingerless gloves is an aesthetic, okay, no matter what people say. Okay, and she still has the tanto strapped to her back, so need to include that. The tanto which she killed her friend with, hahaha. Tanto. Plus scroll. I feel like she'd have both of them strapped to her back at the same time. Okay, tanto, scroll, kunai pouch, which is like all the basic necessities. Then there's stupid freaking sandals, which literally all the shinobi wear, and I never get why. Yes, shinobi wear sandals or something. Guess it's adapted from geta sandals. Is that what they call them? I don't know. And it has officially been 1 hour. If you're still there, I hope you enjoyed your meal and that you enjoy your time at the Ren Fair. And also thank you for coming and listening despite being outside. This is Midnight, Naruto AU's tentative fit after she defects. I haven't decided where to place her forehead protector yet. And this is like the rest of what I drew for the AU. I also have the umamusume thing that I finished, but I'm kind of lazy to open it back up to show after I already closed it. So yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for listening. Da da da.